Welcome, everyone, to Rice-Eccles Stadium and one of the most intimidating environments in all of college football, mostly because the Utah Utes are always a handful. Today, a Big Ten clash, and you know when you square off against a conference opponent, the blood boils a little hotter. As we'll see, the Arizona State Sun Devils taking on the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Sun Devils will kick it away to start us off. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He's got great speed. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Utah!
And you cannot start this game any better than to take the opening kickoff all the way to the house. How about the speed by the return man? Once he got in the open field, that dude was gone. This place is going crazy.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that one will put his name in the record books. You can't have a longer return in college football. 100 yards for 6. They're just about to boot it away full of energy after housing that last kickoff. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. He'll come out throwing on first down. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
And the Sun Devils with the 1st and 10. They'll try the run. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Skips away from pressure. He chucks one out to the right. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The defense in a most benevolent move, giving the offense a new set of downs. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
And I love right out of the gate, this offense is going to be creative, and they're going to try to get their best players the football out in the open field. You saw it right there.
Now the crowd responding in the red zone, trying to help this defense. They'll run it from the gun. Fights his way ahead. They get him down after a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 12. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Arizona State! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. The offense set for a first down play. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Trying to turn the corner on the left. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Hey, how about it? How about the old toss play, right? QB catches the ball, tosses it to the running back. Listen, it's got to be thrown out in front of him so he can continue to run. And then the offensive line has to do a really good job of getting the edge so he can get north and south. Used to see that play a ton back in the day. You just don't see much of it anymore.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run play.
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
It is hard to get sacks on screens. I mean, the offensive linemen stay with you for a little bit. Defensive linemen squirt through. A lot of times they read the screen and backpedal. Not on this one. They got through, got to the quarterback, got him on the ground. Not good execution by the offense, but it still counts as a sack.
He makes the connection. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Touch pass on the run. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. At the 35, he's loose. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense.
And the ball is intercepted. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They'll start this drive with a pass. With the catch, it's Harris. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this first down.
They go to the ground. Runs through the tackle. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Here's the give off the left side. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
To the ground, he's got it again. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Working that left side now. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down.
That's a great job executing up front by the defense. They looked like they were ready for that play, and that was a bit of a more unconventional look from the offense on third down, but the defense was there to make a big stop.
They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down. They were ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play, and now their offense is coming on the field.
Takes the handoff. It's Mitchell. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Utes headed quickly to the line.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They've just been running.
And that pass picked off.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
Instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on second and long. Leaves it with the running back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a third and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for it all. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He's there to make the stop.
Nice job by the defense, just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The run from the shotgun. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. 3rd and long coming up. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
That middle linebacker just wanted it more, man. He came right up the middle. He was able to beat and cross the offensive lineman's face and work his way to the QB.
And the Utes will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw up this run.
Now on 2nd and short after the first down completion. Quarterback on the keeper. They get him on the ground at the 36 after a pickup of 5.
In an offense, if you're going to be successful running the ball, and I don't care who it is carrying it, you've got to have receivers that are willing to block. You've got to have guys that are willing to get involved. How about the receiver here on the stock block going and picking off that safety?
To the air on first down. Shoots it to the left. Fires into traffic. Intercepted.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. This quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
On the ground, it's Mitchell. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time. 2nd and 6.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's Washington. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Looking to move it through the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Mitchell. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. That play looked as if it had a chance to be productive, but the open field tackle stopped it.
And it's tough to get a running back one-on-one on the ground in the open field. You want guys swarming to the football to try to make that play. But understand that guy's a weapon. Good job by the defense seeing it, breaking on the football, getting him on the ground.
Caught in the backfield, it's Lyons. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I love defenses that can tackle the catch. Right away, you're not giving up any yak. As soon as that player has the ball, he goes down now.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on 4th down.
He wants to throw. Quarterback adapting. He'll throw it. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Second down after that incompletion. He's looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Mitchell. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
And you got to love this if you're the defensive coordinator because your defense stayed disciplined. They didn't over-pursue to the running back. They stayed home, played great with their eyes, and they were able to make the tackle.
Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And here in the second quarter, missed field goal leaves us tied, guys. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Going up top on first down. Coming after him. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Utes will boot it away to start the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Slips through the line. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get to the second half, who's going to get aggressive? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Sun Devils! They take the lead with the 6. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, tune up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. UConn is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Huskies have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Purdue. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Snags a quick pass on the left. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Trying to find his man on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Mitchell. And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Pocket starts to collapse. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
In these situations, third and eternity, I know exactly what to do. I'm putting more DBs on the field. I know it's a pass, my best pass defenses, and then I turn my pass rushers loose. Go get that QB.
Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. To the ground with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield?
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. Got room at the 35. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. The give to the left. You're not getting him on the ground. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Arizona State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
What a nice touchdown run, and this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the house call coming on the run from the 23. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Utah has it back and the offense coming onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here to make.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
On fourth down, going to the air. Fakes the catch, he's got enough. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chain. And the Utes moving quickly to the line.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
Completion a little short of the sticks. It's second down. Quarterback will audible. Looking to throw on second down. Unloads to the right. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Right back up top on second and 10. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Grab behind the line. It's Lyons. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Utes! Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
On to attempt the try. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He gets a block. He's got an alley. Can they catch him? Finally, they get him out of bounds. Thought they were going to let him run until he got tired. I don't think he's tired. He's headed to the fourth quarter. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Utah 14.
First down to start the drive after the break. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. Give to the running back. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand, they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
The play action fake. Forced out of the pocket. He fires it out to the right. It's complete. A huge pickup. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. At the 20, he's got space. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football. Run the clock. Let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
Starting to feel a little pressure. He's got it. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. Give to the fullback. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Sun Devils. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Nice job on 3rd and goal. You know what's coming. I know what's coming. The physicality, the offensive line doing a great job, and the fullback gets the handoff right up the gut, takes it downhill, uses his power, and falls into the end zone for the touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Louisiana Tech is down right now, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Ruston today. They're trailing by 10 to Georgia Tech. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
Got his man downfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Might be looking to run. Still on his feet at the 45. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down. The Utes come to the line with a new set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Fires to the wideout. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
I think the quarterback's got to do a better job with his eyes, guys. He's already been picked off twice in this game, and that one got swatted away. He's telegraphing where he's throwing the football, and it's making life really hard on him.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Got it in the middle. It's Washington. And he delivers the blow. He smashes his way through again. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Using his feet. Touchdown, Utah! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to scramble. Gets rid of it. He's got him along the sideline. Beautiful footwork for the first down. A bit of a roll of the dice, betting that they could finish the game, and they almost certainly...
And I love when coaches have confidence in their quarterbacks in big situations like that. With the game on the line, go out and execute, ice this game.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Running to the left. Turns it on in midfield. Oh, look out. There he goes. 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Arizona State. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail meat, coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. And he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Utah has it back and the offense coming onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He's back to throw on second down. Pressure coming. Going to try to get it himself. At the 40, there he goes. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Defensively, the clock late in the game, when you're winning, it's your friend. You got to find a way to keep that thing ticking. When you rush the passer, keep that quarterback in the pocket. Make him beat you from in there. You're dropping back in coverage. You got more DBs on the field. You're just trying to let him throw the football, get him on the ground, let that clock tick.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He wants a big play here late. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Quarterback will take a knee. The defense can stop it one more time, but we are close to being all she wrote. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a complete